you and I both engage with people who are not sure how these traditional containers provide meaning or purpose or grounding. But you have this beautiful line about how poetry fills that space that religion no longer can. And so I'm curious how you got there and how poetry fills that space.
Well, I'm so lucky. Like our education system at home was filled with poetry from the age of 5 to 17. We were learning a poem off by heart in 2 languages, so 2 poems off by heart every week, one in English, one in Irish, from the age of 5 to 17. So poetry's always been there. And it took a long time before I could create a poetic kind of relationship with the idea of religion. And I don't need to believe in Middle-earth in order for the literature of The Lord of the Rings to have some consolation for me. And I suppose I just became deeply uninterested in the almost forensic approach to questions to do with religion that some of the proponents of religion have. So I just gave up on the idea of belief and absolutely embraced the poetic engagement of a system that tries to hold meaning in all of its unknowing nature, and a system that might be a source, if we can make it so, of something like courage, of something like love, of something like creativity. So I do not believe, and I'm not interested in belief. But I am really interested in language and the creative power of what can happen when people say things to each other that are powerful and true and vulnerable. And if that space is called God, that's created there, well, that's a pretty good thing to do. The memoir I wrote called In the Shelter, and there's a refrain the whole way through that, which is hello, hello to this, hello to that. In many ways, the book is, I suppose, a long poetic essay in reflection of what it's like to look to life and literature and language, and to see a way of being present to myself and the world through all of those. I can read the last paragraph. Neither I nor the poets I love have found the keys to the kingdom of prayer, and we cannot force God to stumble over us where we sit. But I know that it's a good idea to sit anyway. So every morning I kneel, waiting, making friends with the habit of listening, hoping that I'm being listened to. There I greet God in my own disorder. I say hello to chaos, my unmade decisions, my unmade bed, my desire and my trouble. I say hello to distraction and privilege. I greet the day, and I greet my beloved and bewildering Jesus. I recognize and greet my burdens, my luck, my controlled and uncontrollable story. I greet my untold stories, my unfolding story, my unloved body, my own body. I greet the things I think will happen, and I say hello to everything I do not know about the day. I greet my own small world, and I hope that I can meet the bigger world that day. I greet my story and hope that I can forget my story during the day, and hope that I can hear some stories and greet some surprising stories during the long day ahead. I greet God, and I greet the God who is more God than the God I greet. Hello to you all, I say, as the sun rises above the chimneys of North Belfast. Hello.